Hello there. Okay, I don't know what happened, but something looked wrong on my end, so I'm starting over. Thank you for your patience. I'm good. It's probably 2 o'clock. It's 2:01 since I messed up for a minute there. I don't see anybody on yet, so I'm going to give it a second. May have come on and then there we go. Ruby. Hi, Ruby. You're the first person I saw on today. And guess what that means? That means that you won the card that I made on Sunday. So, Ruby, you need to PM me your address. Let me get a Post-it note here. And I am going to put your name on this card. I'll show you the card in a minute. And hi, Bev. Hi, Debbie. Okay, Ruby, so your name is on this card, and then I will mail this out to you as soon as you give me your address. So here is the card, Ruby, in case you weren't here on Sunday. I honestly don't remember if you were or were not. Hi, Carol. So congratulations to Ruby. Hi, Cindy. You're welcome, Ruby. You're welcome. All right, so if you will sprinkle, let me see. To me, it's backwards, so I have to go point the other direction. It's so weird when I'm looking at the camera and I'm totally backwards to you guys. Having internet issues. Okay, if you lose me, just come back to replay. You're right. So thank you for all that sprinkle. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Ruby. I'm so glad. So on with Wonderful World celebration stamp set that you can earn free with a $100 order along with the 12x12 designer series paper. I have a couple of items. I'm going to show you a fun fold, real similar to the one that Ruby just won. How I cut that out and how I use tags at the bottom. Well, now I'm going to cut it out the same way, but I'm going to show you how to use the extra piece in a different manner. Okay, so we're going to do that. Let me turn you down so you can see my housekeeping items, my host code and all those things. And flip you around. There we go. And remind you of open house. It is this Thursday, the 7th, from 1 to 7. And I have quite a busy July, actually, but this week is exciting for me. Tomorrow, I'm going on a date with my husband all day. My daughter's coming to watch my mom. Hi, Debbie. And we are going to go out to lunch, and probably out to dinner before we get back. And then Thursday, I have open house, which I'm always excited for. And if you're coming, let me grab the make and take. Today is the deadline for RSVPs. This will be the make and take that everybody gets to make and take home with them with no obligation. And then Friday, we'll just have a regular day. And then Saturday, we have a birthday party to go to next door. So I'm excited about things to do this week. Thank you, Debbie. So here is my name and my town. And I've been a demonstrator for 27 years. Here is my July host code. This is the link where you can shop with me. And my YouTube channel where you can find my most recent lives replays is under Beverly Morales Stampin' Up. I've got them back on, but you have to add the word Stampin' Up when you go look at YouTube. And there is my email address in case you need that. So my little pop-up on the 4th, I'm going to show that again. This is the card that I made. And guess what? The birthday party we're going to on Saturday, it's our neighbor, and he's not home right now. Him and his wife have been gone, but he's having a surprise party. His wife's giving him a surprise party on Saturday. Hi, Roseanne. And his birthday is actually the 4th of July. So I put this in his mailbox. So he will get that when he gets home. So that's another great idea for that type of a card. Do you know anybody that was born on the 4th of July? So I started this card out with our old olive cardstock, and it is the regular 11 by 4 1/4 size, scored down in the middle and folded to make a card. Then you're going to need your paper trimmer. And you are going to cut 3 inches at 3 inches off here. Okay, and that's exactly what I did on Sunday. And then I added, hi Maria, the 3 tags there for a fun front of a card. Well, now I'm going to tell you that you can just add this piece here on the front like this, but I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. And let me see, I'm going to cut it down to 2 1/4 inches. So I don't want it quite this wide, but you can leave it this wide. 2 1/4. So now it's 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. I'm going to get my die cutting machine and my folder. Time-worn type again. I'm trying to see, yeah, that's a 3D folder, so I need these platforms here. Okay, I'm going to put in this little piece first, and I'm going to turn it this, nope, I don't want to put that in that way. So I'm going to turn the paper this way and run it through. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the top half of the card, this part here. Going to slip it into the folder like this. And let me check to make sure I'm straight on the seam there. And then run that through again. So pretty much the same as the card I made on Sunday. So now we have this look here. Okay, let me move this out of my way. So now, before I glue this down, I'm going to show you the regular card, the card that I'm making. See how you can do this. And I'm looking for my ribbon to make sure that I don't put this down unless it's okay, because I have ribbon on here. And it is okay in this case. So I'm going to set this down and hold my finger here where I do not want to go past with the glue. And then set this down. Lining up with the bottom and looking that I'm pretty much even on both sides. Okay. Now we can dress this up with the Designer Series paper that you also can earn. It's part of the $100 earning with a celebration item. And this is where I'm going to place my ribbon. I'm using this yellow checked ribbon, and honestly, I didn't look. I should have to see. I don't know if it's still available or not, but you can use whatever ribbon you have or a ribbon that will coordinate with the image that you stamp. So I'm putting mini glue dot down. Hi, Rosemary. take my snips and cut this off. And another mini glue dot. And put this down. Hey, Gabriella, welcome. And see how pretty this designer series paper coordinates with everything. Now on this card, I have ribbon down here too. I'm not going to put it on this one because see how what you could do if you like this ribbon here is don't use glue. And I purposely saved it so you could see a boo-boo. You can see the glue, and I don't like that. So you would put it down with mini glue dots or maybe tear and tape. Let's see if tear and tape is narrow enough. Yes, you can put it down with tear and tape. So that's what I would do. I learned my lesson. The glue on this particular ribbon, it soaks in and you can see it. Okay. That blends in so well, I had to touch and see where that part ends. Thank you, my dear. You're so sweet. All right, so now we're going to go to the tag again, and I have some, I hope you like them, 3D items I'm going to show you after I finish this card that I just love. Again, we're going to use the shimmery white cardstock to stamp on, and this is for the inside of the card. And before I go much further, I am going to take my corner rounder, which I know my customers have, and I am going to round just the top part of this card. I'm not going to do the bottom. And that just makes it a little fancier. Okay. Then I'm going to go back to my markers, and this is crushed curry again. I'm going to make identical to this and color in. And the reason I chose to do identical to what I did on Sunday as far as coloring in with colors and the iris plant is I'm not sure if I have, additional people watching today, so that I want them to be able to see how I do these things. So your markers, your regular standard Stampin' Right markers, using the side of your pen to color right on your stamps is how you get this look here. Now you need to huff. Your warm breath will revitalize the crushed curry ink that may have started to dry as I was coloring in the old olive. So once you huff, everything is back up to normal, and you can stamp with it and it'll look just like it was meant to look. All right, we're going to do this 2 more times. So I'm going to go kind of fast since you know how to do it already, because I have quite a few other things to show you. And I don't want to keep you all day. But I do want to teach you. There we go. And this card, I am going to stamp in black, Grateful. This one can be a thank you card. But it's from this stamp, Grateful, is from Cottage Wreath, which I'm going to use for the make and take on Thursday, and I'll probably start demonstrating with it next. Okay, so there we go. Okay, cute little trick. Oh, I need to stamp one more time. I need to stamp the inside of this. So let me do that again real quick. Ooh, I hear a car pulling up. It might be my daughter. We are going to go shopping in a little bit. My hallway, it's my entryway. That's better. In the stairwell, we have a ceiling fan that's not quite the right scale for my house. and not my style. And since the day we moved in here, I've wanted to change it and never have. And if I can find something today, we will be changing it. So I'm excited about that. And Heather always goes with me when I want to pick out things for the house, if she can. It's fun to shop with someone else. Okay, so this will go on the inside of the card, right like this. Now, because this was rounded at the top, I'm going to round this one at the top also. Now, I told her I would pick her up so she wouldn't have to use her gas. And she's here. Okay, so let's put this in. And then I'm going to show you a cute, see this little knot here in the tag? I think that's a super, super cute idea. So here's the difference without the knot and with the knot. I'm just going to put that down with tape real quick, and then you can put it down right on your card. Isn't that pretty? Very simple card. I think it's very pretty. And this is all with markers, not blends. Correct. You are correct. However, I am going to show you a blend effect in a minute. So that's a good question. Yes, this is with markers, not the blends. Thank you for the hearts. And then those cute little bumblebees always have added just a shiny element. Made everything just a little bit cuter. And those can also go on with a mini glue dot. Just put your bee on a dot, pull it off, and stick it on your card. There we go. How do you guys like that card? I really like it a lot. I think it's very pretty. Now, when there was a comment on my last live that talked about the blends, actually, it talked about the blending brushes, not the blends. So yes, Gabriella, those are the markers, not the blends. But I am going to show you, let me grab a piece of scrap paper, how beautiful you can make the same stamps look, but much, much, much softer by using your blending brushes and ink. So I am using fresh freesia. And I've got to go get my old olive. I had put it over on my table where the make and take is going to be for Thursday already. Starting to set up for that. All right, so here's the rose stamp. And I am going to take my blending brush and I'm going to run it onto my ink pad. And then I'm going to run that onto my stamp. Oh, was it you, Carol? Okay, the daubers. Somebody used the daubers. Well, I'm using the blender brushes. And now the old olive. And on purpose, I am going to run these over the stem and the leaves, but I'm going to go up a little high and get into the flower just a tad bit. Now when you stamp this, I'm going to press light too. I'm not going to press really hard because the blending brushes could have got ink. Is that not gorgeous? You could cause little lines because the ink is more than just on the image. So if you want a really, really soft look and you want multiple colors, then you can just do what I just did. Oh, it wasn't you? Okay, somebody asked about that or told me about that, actually. So, yeah, it's really, really pretty. So let me clean this off a minute. Let's imagine I want you to get the real gist of this. So let's play for a second. Let's use the freesia again. Make sure this is dry. Okay, so onto the rose with the freesia again. Onto the leaves and the stem with the green again. And just a little bit this time onto the rose. And then let's grab another one and do what color? Let's just grab crushed curry. And let's see what happens. We're going to go in between here and just add. And let's see what that does with three-tone. Huffing again because the freesia has been there a while. And I'm letting this sit on the paper a little bit longer rather than pushing hard. Oh my goodness, look at that. There you go. Can you see that? So just the freesia, the yellow, and the green. So you can just rainbow this out however you like and coordinate or blend these colors into each other and make beautiful, beautiful images. So that is the blending brushes. Okay, let me close all of this up. I need lots of space. I got stuff to show you. So, get these out of the way. Okay, gosh, I'm going to show you that one more time. See the yellow in it? Okay. So I did the same technique on the smallest tag from the Tailored Tags dies. I grabbed the smallest die out of the set, and last time I used the fancier of the two dies. I call this one the fancier. Should put this back while I'm here, and then this one is more just straight edge, and I grabbed the smallest one this time. And I attend garage sales as often as I can, and one of the things I always look for are salt shakers. And I really, really liked these. I think I got 9 of them for $2 or something like that. And I liked them because they were square and bold. And I like to use them as frogs. You guys know what frogs are, where you put your stems into the little holes and it holds it up. Well, I like to use my salt shakers this size for vases too. They look really, really cute in small little spaces. But I thought I would fancy it up with that smallest tag and the technique I just showed you. This has water in it already, so I'm going to turn it carefully, lay it down so you can see the rose there on the front. And then I just went out to my garden and I picked some flowers and stuck the stems into the holes. And I have the cutest little vase that I can put in the bathroom or, like I said, in a little cubby anywhere. And it's just sweet. You're right, Debbie. Really, really sweet. It just fills a spot. Even in your kitchen, if you have a little nook or on a centerpiece, you have a tray that's round and it has different things on it, just add this. Now, look at the paper. And I used the scallop round die to kind of make a doily and place that right on there. and it just gives it a little something else. Isn't that cute? So I'll hold these separate so you can see and kind of get the gist of what I'm talking about. But this is with the technique I just showed you. It's very, very, very soft. Oh, Miss a Garden, maybe you could go to like the farmer's market or something and get some little flowers once a week. They have that here in Tracy, and you can get flowers. Now, a while back, I showed you some mailboxes that I got at the Dollar Tree. I had bought them before Christmas, I think it was, or maybe it was Valentine's, but I had them for a while. I think these were Christmas ones with a Christmas truck on them, and I spray painted them ivory, just getting them ready for when an idea pops in my head. You could spray paint them any color you want. I thought ivory was safe because I could use it for pretty much anything. All right. Then I went over to my little container here that I shared with you, also from the 99-cent store, this little container here, where when I cut out multiples of things, like here's a bunch of hippos, here's some butterflies, here's some bottles, here's some tags, here's some more of those little cut out of the DSPs, making my thank you cards, and I grabbed, hi Donna, one of these out of here to use with my mailbox. Now, what I do with my mailboxes is I use them for gift packaging. Look at this ribbon. This is the ribbon I've been sharing with you. It's called Natural Finished Ribbon. It's in the new mini catalog. This is the same pack of Designer Series paper. It's just cut at 3 inches. And I wrapped it around, and then I cut it off when it was long enough, depending on what you're wrapping around it. Up on the mail handle, to let them know we have mail, I just attached with glue one of the little cutouts that were sitting in my pile. And I had some butterflies also, so I added those, one to the back, one to the side, and then one to the front. And then wishing you everything wonderful is from the set I showed you on Sunday. Here it is here, and I cut it out using the coordinating dies, sentiment silhouette dies, that cuts out every single one of these sentiments so you can put it on your cards or your 3D items. Now, the reason I wanted to show you that is I had shown you in the past that you could stamp right on the mailboxes, and you surely can. But if you're scared to do that, then I wanted to show you that these dies would cut out your sentiments and you wouldn't have to be scared about making a boo-boo. But isn't this, I'm going to go slow and show you how pretty this is. In person, you'll see it if you're coming to open house, and you'll see how pretty this truly is. But my goodness, Dollar Tree mailbox. And I think this is better than any bag or box, right, that you would put a present in. And it holds a good sized gift too. So let's lean this up so you can see it from this angle. But I think the ribbon just really, really, really finished it off. It's a gift in itself. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Look at this sweetness. And right next to it, you could give these both as a gift to someone. And then hand them a pretty card that all coordinates. See if I can get this all in camera. And you've got a pretty nice little setup there, don't you think? Okay, that's what I have for you today. Just ideas. Look to see if you have salt shakers that you don't use, and you can make little vases out of them. You can go to the dollar store like I showed, the Dollar Tree like I showed you on Sunday, and buy the little vinegar mixture tall bottles. And when Valentine's and Christmas comes around and these mailboxes are in the Dollar Tree, you can grab a few of those up, and then you can just decorate them however you would like. Are there any questions? Hi, Brenda. Okay, who was it? I already forgot who it was. That's why I write your name on there. Ruby. Ruby, I'm going to wait for your private message with your address. And I am going to send you your card. You enjoy it when it arrives. Okay, ladies. Thanks for coming in. Bye-bye. You're welcome.